So something I've been thinking about quite a lot recently. It's also something that's got some sort of emotional connection to me because it's something that I've struggled with for, I would say, majority, if not most of my life. And that is the ability to be consistent and not only consistent, but focus on one thing or focus on a very few amount of things and be incredibly consistent in them. Now, if we look at anyone who's achieved any sort of decent level of success in any sort of endeavor, they have the same pattern of being able to focus, even hyper focus on that specific endeavor and doing it consistently for a long period of time. That ability to delay gratification, that ability to sacrifice the now for a better tomorrow, in a sense. I know that's a very cliche thing, but the reason I decided to make a video about this and talk about it is because something I have discovered recently, and it's something I wish I discovered when I started my whole entrepreneurial journey and my career, etc., which was back at the start of 2017. Nearly 7 years ago. Pretty long time. Like, there's no telling what could have been if I had realized this realization now 7 years ago. But anyway, back to what I realized, and that is that the number one thing and pretty much the only thing that you need to almost guarantee a certain level of success, and I'm not talking about in a sense of becoming the next Elon Musk, becoming the next Mark Zuckerberg, becoming the next LeBron James, becoming the next Michael Jordan, becoming the next Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. No, these guys are anomalies. They are a once in a lifetime, genetically gifted. They have something special, which some call it luck, some call it genetics, others call it whatever you want to call it, but they have some sort of gift. And I'm not saying that it's impossible to achieve that sort of level, but I'm saying it's a very unique case. But any sort of level of decent success and achieving or becoming relatively successful in your specific field, niche endeavor, it is achievable. And the one thing that you need, and pretty much the only thing that you need, is consistency. Just the ability to stick at it for a long period of time. And it's pretty crazy how it works. It's just like taking a flight of stairs. Each step that you take builds on the previous one, and eventually it compounds to you getting to the top of the flight of stairs, right? And yes, now you can argue that in life there's always going to be setbacks. There's going to be times where things are trending downwards, but I would argue that's part of the beauty, because every step backwards is a potential to go 2 steps forward. And it's just incredible how it works in that way. But back to consistency and why I think it's so important is there's nothing wrong with setting a big audacious goal for yourself and doing everything in your will to achieve that. However, we can't be overly fixated on this big audacious goal that we set, because most of the times we get lost in the complexities and all the intrinsic details that we think have to go into achieving this audacious goal, that we end up forgetting the simple, basic concept and fact that all we really need to do is just take small incremental steps every single day that improve on the steps before and the incremental steps that we took the day before, the week before, the year before, and just keep on iterating to the point where it'll eventually compound and expand into something big and maybe even achieve that audacious goal. So I really wish I did realize this a long time ago, 6 years ago, because just the last few months where I've been very focused on building my growth agency business and just being consistent at it has showed me that if you can teach yourself a reputable set of skills, and if you can just be consistent at it and just chip away at it day in, day out, it's incredible how much you can achieve and how much you can actually get done, and how these little small incremental steps start compounding into something bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. it's really incredible. So to end it off, if you want to achieve something big and you want to do something that you're going to be proud of 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, set an audacious goal, but be focused and just be consistent. That's it.